What's up, everybody? It's Rick, and welcome back to another Rimworld series. After a long hiatus, I've returned. Some of you guys may know I took a lot of time off because of the birth of my brand new first baby child, Amelia, and she's a little bit older now, and I've found myself with a little bit of extra time to sit down and record with you guys. So I'm going to play another ice sheet challenge, something that I've tried to do in the past, but that was years ago, before I knew as much about the game as I know now. I've now put in over 1,000 hours into Rimworld, and though I'm still learning every time I play the game, the knowledge that I have earned over the last few years, I think will come in handy, especially the mods that I've installed as well. If you guys are curious to know what the mods are that we'll be using, there's a link down in the description below. And as it's relevant, I'll explain the mods that we're using once we're in game. I'm not going to go ahead and point out all the mods that we're using because I have nearly 100 mods installed, and that'll just take forever. But I do have a nice list down below. It's itemized. It's really easy. There's links provided. If you guys want to go ahead and install them yourself, all the information's down there. Okay, with all that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this new colony that we're going to build. And we're going to go with the Rich Explorer this time around, which has its pros and its cons. The pros obviously being, we're going to start with gun turret research. We're going to start with 2,000 silver, 30 gold, 40 package survival meals, 30 glitter rolled medicine, 30 components, a charge rifle, random pet, 450 steel, and 300 wood. The con, of course, being that we're starting with one explorer instead of 3, so things are going to be a little bit hard. Responsibility all on the shoulders of one single pawn. Next up, AI storyteller. This time around, we're going to go with Randy. You can see that I got it 2 times and we got a 1 times. 2 times, that's just another mod that I'm using, which doubles the size of the population. But we're going to go with the regular size because we don't want to overwhelm our colony too early. We only have enough resources for so many colonists on this ice sheet. And we're going to go with adventure story. Not too difficult, not too hard, just kind of right in the middle there, giving us a chance to survive early game. And we're going to go with commitment mode to keep us honest. As far as the seed goes, it's kind of irrelevant because we're going to go overall temperature as low as it goes, overall rainfall as high as it goes, and generate and see what we wind up with here. And here we are. Look at this. Just one massive ice ball here. Down here in the south, we have some dry land, I guess you can call it. But even down here in the southernmost tip of the planet, you can still see that it is very, very cold. So no matter where we decide to build here, it's going to be freezing. And we're going to build on an ice sheet, and it's important to distinguish between the ice sheet, like we have here, and then the sea ice, like we have here. And actually, we have a tribe out here on the sea ice, scraped by the Busto over here, the green bat Bila. Now, the sea ice is just that. It's just ice over the sea, which means that the resources are going to be super duper limited. On the Rimworld subreddit right now, a lot of people have been posting pictures of their sea ice bases, and it's really fun. And in my free time, I have started a playthrough of a sea ice challenge. And while it's fun, it is a grind because resources are so few and far between. You're never going to get stone or anything like that to build your base. Really, you're going to be reliant on pretty much steel for everything. You're going to be reliant on smelting slag once you find it, disassembling ship parts, and if you are lucky, you'll get meteorites that will provide you with some stone, but it'll be very limited. While it is possible to survive out there and it is fun, it would be a very boring series. There would be a lot of downtime, a lot of time doing nothing in the game. So instead, we're going to compromise, give ourselves a challenge. We're going to build on the flattest ice sheet that we can find. Not going to build on hills. We're not going to build on mountains. Just flat ice sheet. And I feel like, you know, anywhere around here would be fine. Granite and marble, I would like that. Granite, marble, and sand or limestone would be perfect. That would be the trifecta, in my opinion. So I'm just going to click around and see if I can get that. And if we can't, then granite and marble, we'll settle for that. Marble, slate, and granite, getting close. Slate, marble, limestone, marble, granite, sandstone. Marble, granite, limestone. There it is. This is we're going to build right down here. Looking at our character create now. We're going to go with a pre-made character. And some of you guys may think this is a little bit cheesy. But you know what? I don't care. We're going to set ourselves up for success with this character here that I've made in Prepare Carefully. She is a cannibal who's cold inclined, who has a burning passion for everything, but knows nothing, okay? So she's got limitless potential, but she doesn't have a clue how to get started. And I've built sort of a backstory for this character, just for funsies, something to like invest us in this character. I feel as though Elvira, at a young age, was kidnapped from her home colony and taken aboard a Glitterworld ship run by a mad scientist hell-bent on creating the perfect super soldier. Now, she was part of the super soldier experiment, but something went terribly wrong. She developed a bloodlust, an insatiable bloodlust, which drove her to cannibalism. And she became too difficult to control at that point. So, in a fit of frustration, not knowing what to do, they couldn't kill her because she was unkillable. They had to wipe her mind and eject her from the ship. So here we have her, now cannibalistic, cold inclined because of the hot blood that's constantly pumping through her veins. She's been dumped off on the nearest Rimworld with amnesia. So though she has a burning passion for everything, she remembers nothing. And that's where we begin now. Why was she unkillable? I don't know. Adamantium veins, okay? I know some of you guys. You're wondering, Rick, why was she unkillable? How could they knock her out and not kill her, all right? I don't know. We'll retcon that bit of information later. And here we go. This is where we're going to be living. So this is the flat area that we've chosen, okay? Now, not completely flat. Flat, there you go. Not completely flat. We do have some stone and stuff. We have a lot of ruins that we can deconstruct, and we will. So let's get started. And, ooh, okay. We're going to want to build around a geothermal geyser because that'll keep us warm for free. And I feel like this may be the most central geyser to build around. So this is where we're going to set up our home. This general area. I'm going to get my planning tool, and we're going to build around this. And this is going to be how big a geothermal generator is going to be once we have access to them. So the first thing I'm going to do is sort of just wall up this area. This is what we're going to build. We're going to build a wall around this because we will build a generator there eventually. And then I'm going to build a little box off of this. As a matter of fact, here, move that. I'll just double this size. And what I can do is I can copy these plans, paste these plans, remove these plans, put a door in. This is going to be where we're going to start out to begin with, okay? So we're going to need to build this fast as well. And right now, all we have is steel. Well, we do have wood, but for the most part, all we have is steel. So I'm going to set up a box there. This is where we're going to live to begin with. And I'm also going to set up a storage. And that's where we're going to put all of our stuff to begin with inside of this storage box. And I'm going to look at wildlife real quick. We have a bunch of snow hares and a seal, which is part of a mod that we're using to add new animals to the ice sheet biome. Okay, first order of business, equip our charge rifle. Keep us safe. Second order of business, allow everything. Allow us to get everything. Third order of business is, I am so sorry. We have to kill this poor puppy dog. Oh, I hate it when we start with a dog like this, because it makes it that much sadder. If it were a cat or some stupid animal, you know, sorry to everybody who love cats. Cats aren't stupid animals, but in this game, they're stupid animals. It would have made it easier just to go ahead and slaughter that poor dog. Okay, now that we built this, I'm going to have Elvira haul these meals in as soon as possible. Oh, we need to actually set the settings though. Let's go allow all, important, and then we uncheck the bottom 4 here, okay? Chunks, corpses, nuclear waste, and waste. We don't want those being stored in there, but everything else, for the time being, can be stored in there. And then we'll have her haul these in. I'm having her haul these first because we have these pesky snow hares, and the snow hares will come in and they will eat your food. It's annoying. I hate it. They will do it. Okay, we're going to build this up. Oh, and I'm going to put in a structure. I'm going to use a little bit of our wood and just build a door there. And I'm going to want to build this fast because I am getting hypothermia, and that is not good. As soon as I can build this thing and get it a ceiling over it, I'm going to build a fire right in the middle to keep us warm. Okay, that's built. That's built. Want to make sure that we don't fall asleep. Okay, we need to build that, get a roof over this. There we go. Is this roofed? You need to build a roof. Come on, girl. Build a roof, would you? Come on. Zone. Build a roof. Okay, I mean, you should be building the roof, but you're not. Oh, Elvira is sleeping outside, which is, come on. Come on, Elvira. I realize I don't have furniture in here, but why would you sleep outside? That's ridiculous. Get your ass inside. Come on. Okay, there we go. Now it's nice and warm in here. which was close. All right, we were getting a little bit too close to succumbing to hypothermia. In the morning, I'm gonna have her haul these things inside: the glitter world medicine, the gold, the rest of the wood, the silver, the steel, and the component. And I think that is everything that we landed with. Now let's take a look at the wildlife. We have a couple snow hares and some seals. Okay, good to know that they're around. And let's make a dumping zone now, because we're going to need a place to put bodies and blocks and stuff. We'll just put them right here for now. And yep, corpse and chunks, that's what we'll keep there. Today, in addition to building a roof, we're going to build this, and then I'm going to build, let's see, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm building a little wall there. You may be wondering, Rick, why are you building a wall there? I will tell you in due time, okay? I'm going to cancel building this for now. Oh, the fire went out. Refuel. There you go. Keep it warm in here. Now I'm building this wall because I am going to put in a vent. Put a vent there, and then I'll put a vent there as soon as we can. And the reason I'm putting the vents there is to sort of like dilute the hot air that's coming in here. If I don't put a vent there, actually, you know what? The room may be big enough that I don't need that vent. Actually, we'll see. You know, before I put the vents in, when you build a small room, obviously you need less hot air to warm it. But then when you have a big room, you need more hot air. Basically, what I'm saying is that when you have a small room and you just have this blowing air into it, it can get too hot, and you can actually succumb to heat stroke, ironically, in this ice sheet when that's the case. So what I'm going to do is deconstruct this, which will put me inside here. I will build the roof there. There we go. And now how warm is this going to stay? We will see. I will go ahead and untoggle automatic refuel. And now once that dies, we should stay warm enough in here. Okay, next order of business, I'm going to put in deconstruct here. I'm going to put in a lot of deconstruct orders, and I'm going to do this until we get up to level 4 in our construction. Level 4 is going to be needed to make a wind turbine, which is going to be our first power source that we're going to have. Now the wind turbine, I'm going to build not too far from my base, but it is important to start planning our base here, and I don't want to build anything that's going to be in the way of future building. So I'm going to use blue for our walls. And what I'm sort of thinking is that I'm going to build a big cube around this central power. All right, so I'm going to copy these plants. Oh, and look at that. We have traders. Let's go see what these traders have, because they may have some stuff for us to buy. There we go. I'm going to do like that. Go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, let's go see what Allah has. Allah, you don't have any meals for us. You do have some component. I'm going to buy your component. I'm going to always buy component and plasteel whenever possible. We can't afford that, obviously. So, you know, I'm going to hold off on the plasteel for now, but I will buy your component, okay? Buy all the component and haul those in. Thank you, exotic goods traders. And we have more visitors coming in as well. But these visitors don't have anything to trade. They're just going to pass on by. Okay, deconstructing, and like I said, I'm going to build around this power source. So the power source being right in the middle there. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to build around it. I take that back. I don't like the idea of the power source being right in the middle of our house. I'll have it be in the corner of our house, okay? So what we'll do is we'll build... We're going to need a hallway, okay? We'll have a hallway going by it. And then we're going to build our bedroom, all right? We're going to determine what our bedroom's going to look like. I said that we do have Dub's bad hygiene, which means that, let's see, we're going to need bathrooms. And if that were, actually, let's use red to dictate a bed. If this were a bed, this were a door. I'm going to have the bedroom share a bathroom. So this is basically 2 bedrooms, a bed, and then the bathroom, we're going to need doors for both sides, a sink, a toilet, a bathtub, Okay, and actually we could probably shrink the bedrooms down a little bit, make them a tiny bit smaller. I mean, space is a premium. Put the beds along here. Okay, so does that make sense? Bedroom here, bed, bedroom here, bed. They share a bathroom between the two of them. Okay, which means that, let's bump this up one spot there. The hallways are gonna be 2 tiles. There we go, we're gonna have a little, there we go. That's gonna be our bedroom area, which will lead into this area here, which will be our little production area. There we go. I think this will be good. This will work nicely. And okay, so now we have something to build onto. This is where we're going to expand. But for now, after we're done building this, or after we're done deconstructing this, we're gonna put in our order to build the power. So we can build the power right back here. I'm gonna build it 1 tile away because we are going to double up the walls here, make them double thick. And I don't want that encroaching on that area. And we're gonna need some power going in there. I'm gonna go underground. You can use the underground power. And we'll just wrap it all the way around like so. And we've got Huskies joining us. Okay, by the way, we were given a gift of some medicine, which was very nice. And how many Huskies do we have? Animals. We have 3 Huskies. This game is torturing me, all right? It just keeps sending adorable animals for me to slaughter. Oh, temperature-wise, by the way, it is staying a nice, like, okay, 80. As long as it doesn't get too hot in here, I think we'll be fine. We've got dogs, okay? I'm so sorry to have to do this, you poor, poor animals. We're gonna have to slaughter you guys, okay? Slaughter the dogs. Oh my God, I'm a monster. That'll, oh, these poor, poor animals. Okay. So we've killed the dogs because we are the worst. We'll go ahead and haul these dogs over here. We'll finish deconstructing this. As far as stuff goes, we have room for 1 more stack of things. We have 235 wood, so I'm going to use a little bit more of the wood that we have to make a little bit more storage. We're going to create this storage here. Now, the storage is taking up quite a bit of space, but I don't care because the storage that we will need will take up even more space if we don't build this now. And this will pretty much expend all of the wood that we have, and that's fine. We started with 300 wood. We're never going to be able to get wood again, so we're just going to use it. It is a rare commodity, but I don't care. Actually, you know what? I do care. I take that back. I do care. There are things that we are going to need a little bit of wood to build. So in its place, I am going to use this because steel is going to be so much easier to get. So I'm going to put in order to deconstruct. I don't want to deconstruct too much. If I deconstruct this ancient threat, that'll be bad news for us. So we're going to just make sure we do not accidentally deconstruct that. That would be absolutely the worst. And I'm going to keep on deconstructing the things, the ancient ruins that we have around our base, because that'll be an easy way to get steel right now. Holy crap, a silver meteorite just crashed down. Whoa, boy. Okay, that's good to know. And that leads us into our next point, which is mining. I'm deconstructing right now instead of mining. I could probably get steel easier if I were to just mine. But because I'm such a low-level miner at this point, I would not be able to get as much steel from, or silver for that matter, any ore, which requires mining at a low level. Since it's a finite resource on this map, I want to make sure that I min-max my mining. So I'm going to hold off on mining until I absolutely have to. At which point, I'll dig in there. But what I'm hoping is that eventually, soon enough, I'll be able to get another colonist to join us who will be better at mining and will be able to get more resources out of mining than I would. Okay, so I know walruses are manhunters. I don't know if seals are. If seals get too desperate, they may try to eat me. So I want to make sure that I have a tack on there. That way, if they try to front to me, whoa, my goodness, and space chunk just crashed landed there. We'll go ahead and deconstruct that as soon as we can. Okay, it looks like we just have to finish building this, and then we'll have more storage. And as far as storage goes, I'm just going to go ahead and copy these settings and paste them there for now. And that's going to be our storage. I can deconstruct this fire now. We don't need it. We're plenty warm without this fire. As far as dying of hypothermia goes, I don't think we need to worry about that right now. But I am going to need to get a parka for Elvira because she is still not properly dressed for this super cold weather that we have. Okay, now that we have all these animals too, I'm going to build a butcher table. We're going to butcher the animals, put them away. I'm going to need a place to store their sweet, sweet animal meats. And I think what I'll do here is I'm going to build a structure like this. You know what? I'm going to cancel that. We're going to put a door in there. Steel door. There we go. And then I'm going to... You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the storage. What I'm going to do is we're going to go food. We're going to allow food in here with the exception of packaged survival meals. I'm going to reinstall this in here. And then I'm going to expand this zone in here. Storage in that zone is going to be just corpses of the fresh variety, all right? No rotten corpses in there. Once that's built, this will be a little cold storage area to keep my animals. And then I'm going to build a door. And we're going to build a butcher table. Now, this is all kind of temporary, all right? We're going to... See, this is why I'm glad I kept some of that wood. Because we need wood to build a butcher table. I can't build... Actually, I should be able to build a silver or a steel butcher table. I just think it's the fact I don't have any steel on me, which won't allow me to build that. So let's hold off on that. And Elvira, let's see. These traders are out of here because they said it's too cold. We're out. We don't want to freeze to death. Speaking of which, we don't want you to either. Get inside. There you go. And let's put all this stuff back in if we can. It just looks like the dogs are sleeping. They're just sleeping. Okay. So now we should be able to do production and make a steel. There we go. Steel butcher table. And I'm just going to put that steel butcher table right there. We'll butcher those animals. We'll put their sweet, sweet meats inside of this box. Bing, bang, boom. Perfect. And it says that it'll have a work penalty because of bad temperature. That's fine. That's fine. For now, that's fine. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. Okay. Next order of business is to put in our bill. So we're going to butcher creature and we're going to do forever. Details. Because we're cannibal, make sure human-like is checked. Otherwise, you will not butcher human-like creatures, which will upset our cannibal. Okay, we've got 20 meals right now. We did just make a whole bunch of meat, so that's good. We can cook this meat now, which is awesome. We've got access to power, super great. A couple things we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to build a stove. So electric stove, we're gonna just put that right here for now. We're gonna need some more steel in order to do that, but we'll get that in the morning. And we're gonna need to research. So, you know, I'm gonna actually reinstall you. I'm gonna bump you over one spot. We're going to move the bed that we have right up there. We're going to break that. And then we're also going to need to build a research bench because we're going to need to start to get smart. Elvira is having a food binge. Okay, that's not great. Not super great. And we're gonna put that right there. Check our needs. She's got a lot of needs. Recreation starved. Okay, we're gonna need to take care of that issue. We're gonna need to build for now. Just some horseshoes. Good old fashioned horseshoes. Okay, snap out of it, Elvira. She's eating all her food, man. This is pretty crummy. Let's see if there's any wildlife. There's a walrus. Oh, walrus. Okay. Kind of glad that I saw that. So the walrus will hunt people, which means that we're going to hunt the walrus before the walrus hunt us. There's a chance that the walrus is going to want revenge for us hunting them, so I'm going to just send them up. Ancient danger. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure that it's going to revenge on us. It usually does. But walruses are slow. We should be able to get away from them if we need to. So hunting him is going to give us a chance to level up our shooting, which we're going to desperately need to level up. And it's going to give us access to some good walrus food. Check the health of this walrus. Okay, death in 9 hours. We got some good shots in it. You can see that we are much faster than the walrus, so we can outpace it. I can go ahead and also... Oh, there we go. We sped up ahead. I was going to ignore, but that's fine. This mod does allow you to ignore. It automatically slows down the speed when you're in danger, which is a nice feature, but if you do want to ignore it and go fast, you can. There we go. It's down. I shouldn't be able to finish it off yet because I do believe I need to be level 4 to finish it off. Let me see. Can I? Oh, maybe I can. I thought that am I level 4 already? Bio? Maybe it's level 3. I thought that I had to be level 4 in order to finish off. In any case, it is now finished off. I can haul it back in. I can chop it up. We got some walrus meats. Okay, so today we will build our stove, which is good because after that mental break, we're gonna need to build that stove. Also, build this real quick. There we go. In the morning, you can play horseshoes, satisfy your recreation for now. Okay, then we'll go up, get some steel, and let's see. How much steel am I gonna need? I'm gonna need a considerable amount of steel, actually, in order to build the research table and also the stove. The stove of which is almost done. I definitely have enough steel here to finish the stove. As far as ruins go, I think that I've... actually, nope. There's a ruin down here. I was going to say, I think that I've destroyed all the ruins in our immediate proximity, but we've got some ruins down there that we can get. And this is made out of sandstone, but I do have, let's see, slate, steel. We have a few, or a couple, steel sarcophagi that we can break there. Going all the way up here, we have steel up here as well. I'm going to go ahead and put it in order to deconstruct that. Okay, let's finish this if we could, okay? And let's make sure that we have cook being prioritized now. Oh, did I not prioritize any of my stuff yet? I thought that I had. Okay, we're going to need to prioritize all of this stuff. Firefighter, patient, doctor, bed rest. Make sure that those are on 1. Basic 1, 2. Should always make sure that we're flipping things. Cook 1 and then construction 1. And we're going to go into medical and make sure that self-tend is on. Since she's the only person who can treat herself, she needs to be able to do that. And now we're going to set our bills because we don't have any bills. We're going to go with the cook simple meal 4 times. And then I'm going to set a bill to do until we have 10. That's fine. Details. We're going to need to make sure that meat is on the menu. By default, human meat is not checked. For our cannibal, we're going to need to check that. And there she goes cooking. So we did 4 times, so she'll cook 4 at a time. And since I set this to 10, always have 10, she will cook 2 extra every day, which will give her a little leeway. Keep running out of power. Need more wind. Okay. And as soon as we get this research bench built, we'll start our research. Also, we'll need to haul all this stuff back in. Oh, do I have meals in there? Meals should not be in there, by the way. Food should not be stored in here. Turn food off with the exception of packaged survival meals. There we go. Then we'll store the food in here. That's where it needs to be stored to make sure that it doesn't rot away. Oh, come on. Lost my mouse there for a second. All right, so we'll let Elvira sleep, and in the morning, we'll go up here and start to tear apart some stuff. And yeah, so far so good. We've gotten over the hurdle, which was to make sure that she stays alive. The next hurdle that we need to get over is to make sure that she doesn't freeze to death while outside doing things. So we're going to need to make sure that she is properly clothed. Okay, research is done, so let's go ahead and put research on 1. And we're going to need to get batteries. Batteries first, then next thing, geothermal power. Geothermal power, that's going to take us a minute to research. And then after geothermal power, then we should have enough power to sustain growing. We want to make sure that we have enough power to grow things. And you know what? Let's talk about growing here, because we're going to need to make ourselves a little area for growing things. Let's use green to indicate a growing area. And this is what a growing area looks like when built around a sunlight. It's going to be like this with a square right in the middle. That is a growing area. with right smack dab in the middle, you've got a grow light, a sunlight. So if we cut that and then we put it onto the base, it's going to look something like this, okay? With some walls built. Okay, wall like this. Actually, we can cut this, bump that up one spot. Let's try that again. There we go. So it's going to be like this. And wall like this. Okay, and then we're going to need this double walled eventually, so we're going to do like this. Okay, we're going to do like this. There we are, and a wall like this. Okay. All right, we're going to need to keep Elvira inside for a while because it is so cold outside that she is going to get frostbite and succumb. We need traders to come by with a parka or something because she is not cut out for this weather. Elvira's a sad wanderer. Oh, come on. It's because of that recreation star, because I got this outside because it's so tight in here. Such tight quarters. That's okay. She can wander around in here all she wants. What I need to do is build something for her to do inside. Recreation. Let's do a table. Let's do a slate table. Nope. Do we have enough marble? No. You know, we will have enough slate, I think. What is this? Oh, that's granite. We have enough granite if I haul in the granite. So let's build a granite table, huh? Granite table. We'll just put you right here. Yeah, this place is cramped. Eventually we will expand, but for now, cramped is good. Cramped is warm.